All right, so this is day 40 of the Squat Everyday program that I am on. I'm pretty excited about today's training session. Hit a weight that I've hit before, but it definitely felt way better. And that was coming off of a pretty solid week to begin with. So at this point in the week, I'm usually a little tired. This is the fourth training day in the week. So really actually pretty happy with today's back squat work. And then clean and jerks, just hit some heavy singles, just cleans. I wasn't gonna hit any jerks because I did a lot of jerks the day before. So coming into this session, I did not feel amazing, nor did I really feel like lifting. I mean, I was excited. I like working out, but the thought of getting under a couple hundred pounds on your back and squatting it didn't necessarily sound too enticing, but I squatted anyways. And I think today was a good learning lesson for me. I know, obviously I tell people all the time, it doesn't really matter what you feel, just get under the bar, do the work. But this was a good reminder personally for me because this was a day I haven't struggled like this probably in the past couple of weeks here, with just a mentality of just wanting to get under a bar. So kind of screw how it feels, how you feel is a lie kind of deal, which I know is kind of one of the benefit of this is you get to re-hardwire that. So warming up, really just working on kind of keeping my heels down a little more. I've been getting a little quad kind of falling forward. So really just kind of that little better balance with that. So spending some time in the warm-ups with the empty bar, just really focusing on, heels down, mid-foot pressure, breaking at the knee, which, I do a lot of that with a front squat, but in the back squat, allowing the hips and hamstrings to kind of get a little more involved in that. So warming up, things felt pretty good. Started making some pretty big jumps here just to kind of get the show going. And, things were feeling pretty good. After the 225, 102 kilo, I just started going and just started throwing weight on, as you can see with the odd collection of colors here. I knew I was going up, just started throwing on there, and things just kind of moved at the same speed. And in this rep here, I had a little bit of a cheering squad there, I believe, and it was kind of helpful. Again, I was moving. It was kind of a nice little boost. Somebody on the machine next to me was clearly watching, and I kind of hit that sticking point, and they were like, "Let's go, come on." So that was kind of cool to get that. But yeah, all in all, I was really happy with the squats today. As you can see here, just kind of focusing on finding that pressure, locking the abs in, sitting down, and driving up. And then this is my top set. This is 180 kilo coming up next, 395 pounds. And like I said, this is the most I've hit. This is max. I think I've hit this one or two times throughout the last 40 days, maybe one time. And the one time I hit it, didn't feel like amazing. It didn't catch my bounce, and that was the best I hit. But this is good especially after coming off of 390 earlier in the week, and 330 front squats multiple days a week. So I was really happy with that. Definitely just having progress with that, and went into cleans. Right out of the case, my quads definitely were I could feel they were smoked. And for anyone who competed, like typically I struggle in the clean and jerk in weightlifting competitions and in meets. And more importantly, I noticed that, obviously because I snatch more than what my counterparts would do and who are, have the similar clean and jerks. So that's kind of how I try to build the totals. I'm a little better at snatching because my leg strength is not there, so I'm always working on that. But so I go hard in the snatch, and then by the time I hit the clean and jerk session, my quads usually just feel dull and dead. So I'm trying to get used to training like that, and then also trying to just really prioritize leg training, which is why I'm squatting first in most of my training. So warming up today, really had to work on just catching that bounce, and again, things felt very slow, but when I play it back, I was moving weight pretty fluid today. Every here and there, I would kind of miss my bounce. That one didn't feel amazing, but this one, just kind of had to mentally get into it a little more, spring myself out of there. So I ended up today, the goal was just to hit some singles Last week I hit 2 singles at 130, 285 kilo, and then just some singles on kind of on the way up. But today I really worked on, before I went up in a weight, just getting a little more volume, so I'd hit it for 2 singles. So felt pretty good at 120 kilo. Things are moving pretty good. And this rep here, a little bit out front, kind of missed it. Kind of collapsed on me and I had to recover there. So I ended up going to 125, 275 pounds. These felt great. This really good leg drive felt snappy and aggressive. So I was really happy with that. The next one felt even better. A little bit of a jerk drive there. Next one felt even better here. Same thing, 125 kilo, 275 pounds. Just pulled it straight up to the hip and got under it. So based on that one, I thought I had a little more in me. I knew I was running on fumes here, so this is 130 kilo, just shot my hips back. Really mentally, I just didn't prepare myself for that. I was kind of happy with the day, had a couple wins, so I called it there. And then I went on to just do some extra accessory work. So just some calf work here, did about 5 to 6 sets. Really working on a big stretch, improve that kind of a little bit calf flexibility and stretching it out there. And then getting a nice peak contraction at the top, controlling the eccentric. So got a couple sets there, and then I just followed it up. It's summer, I'm cutting. So I'm doing a little bit of arms here and there just for aesthetic purposes. So I just followed that up with some machine curl and machine tricep extensions, and that was it. So definitely happy with day 40. Really looking forward to the next couple weeks here and just kind of riding it out there. How I've been able to mix in things is I've been doing front squats and back squats alternating days. On a day that I hit high intensity, so like a high number, I don't do back offs. Then there's some days that I know I don't have that high percentage in me, so I'll do kind of a lighter back off where I'll just do a lot more volume. So that's kind of how I do it. Most of these resistance here, I'm just working on getting a good muscle pump. No really big rhyme or reason. I kind of have my rough rubric of Mondays I'll do typically back offset and lower body volume. Thursdays I'll do a little bit of lower body as well, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Fridays I'll do some more upper body, and then I'll mix in snatch and clean and jerk kind of by feel. I typically will snatch when I front squat, and I'll snatch when I front squat, and then I'll clean when either I back squat or I front squat. When I'm squatting first all the time, just to really prioritize that.